Hello everyone, it's Stray Faye here with another episode of Olympia Soiree. We just finished Tokisada's route. We did all of his extras, all of the bad endings, the traumatic bad endings, but now we're ready to do a new route, find a new love, say goodbye to Tokisada. I always feel kind of bad actually, like going into a new love route when like you just got attached to like some other character. But let's be a little heartless here and pick a new guy to date. Although technically all memories will be wiped clean. So to get to a new route quickly, assuming it's not your first time playing, every time afterwards though, you can just go to chapter select, go to Pure White Resolve, begin from there, and then just skip to the end. I remember this chapter being kind of short, so I probably don't need to like excise it out. I guess for like context, Byakuya just finished or just decided to do a letter delivery service. We just got the mailbox set up, and now yeah, get to pick our next boy. So we did Tokisada. Recommended route again would be Riku first, and then Tokisada, and then Yosoga and Kuroba. Kuroba being fourth before it unlocks Himika for you. But I kind of want to do Kuroba. I'm very curious about like the medical side of this like whole world. And I figured the doctor man will probably go more into Haku. That played a pivotal role in the last route. Yeah, because like that was like a motive. That was a motive for the bad guy in the last route. Although, yeah, I probably don't need to like bad guy being canon. Like let's be real here. Like you might skip around, but yeah, I will end up referencing previous routes because like the story is all gonna kind of like coalesce together. All right, so. Let's do Kuroba. I think is he the oldest? Or is Akaza the oldest? Or the same age? He feels like the oldest. He's like the opposite of Tokisada. He's overly confident and is a big flirt. Like one person mentioned, like, yeah, he's the kind of guy who he's like, well, he's gonna take a shot. You miss all the shots that you don't take, so he just keeps swinging. Let's start. Alright, the first chapter to drop a handkerchief. Alright, Byakuya gonna be looking for a man. Oh god, the infuriating look for a man where like she just keeps going to the plaza and be like, where's my husband? Alright, yes, I've completed the delivery. Your first letter. Alright, Daifuku's with us. Voice modulator.
Congratulations, Eve!
To be honest, I'm glad my first delivery was here. At least I know where things are. Next. Daifuku peeked his head out of my bag, and I rubbed it gently while I pondered. I should look for my husband now, right?
Right.
But before that, I think I should probably go to Yomi again, don't you think? I mean, there could be more letters waiting for me. She's so excited. The freshness of her delivery service. I'm not trying to make excuses. It's just that I want to make sure I do my best job I can do on my first day. Here we go. Too bad. Looks like there's no letters. It's too soon. Gotta check like once a day, maybe.
It's only because you just started. I'm sure you'll have lots of deliveries to look forward to.
Yeah, then you'll have like too much work. I've been having Yosoga and Camellia do all the advertising, so I better do some myself once I get used to all this. Daifuku, since we're here, why don't we go and see Juliet? The nice mice. Oh, it's a young girl. Wow, look at this. It's so pretty here. Oh yeah, it's your first time, huh? Huh? There's sure a lot of children here today. I heard the clamor of children running about upon entering the main hall. I don't recall seeing so many children before. I wonder if there's something happening today. Some looked as young as 5 years old, and the oldest looked around 10. What's a bunch of kids doing at a bathhouse? Far too young to be customers at a bathhouse. Dr. Kuroba is the worst. Uh-oh. You didn't have to make it hurt. He's so mean. Kuroba? Mean? Oh, are they scared of the doctor? I have a feeling he's not being mean, though. But it's our fault. We got tricked here with sweets. These kids were all sobbing on their way out. Oh, did they get examined? What's going on? Don't tell me these children are being bullied. His jokes are sometimes questionable, but I never thought of him as a bad person. Oh, looks like the crying children are coming from over there. Just follow the cries. I decided to go down the corridor where the crying kids were emerging. Oh no. What? No, let me go! Stay still, kiddo. That voice. It has to be Kuroba. I could hear the wails of kids coming from behind the door. I'm gonna die! Help me! Come on, it'll only hurt a little. He's probably getting a shot. Oh man, I remember when I was a kid, getting a shot is like worst thing in the world. It's like this primal fear and rage, just to avoid getting poked. That sounds terrible. Why that? I hurried to the room and an unexpected scene played out in front of me. Oh, yep, he's giving him a shot. That's what I thought. It's like, gasp. Oh, look, she has like two-toned hair. She's like green and black. He's trying to stab them with a needle. That must hurt. You must hate me, Doc. Oh, I love you. You want to stab me with that because you hate me? Injections hurt everyone, but I can make this syringe feel like a feather. Just distract him. Poke him in a different place. Like, poke him on the opposite arm and just be like, hey, hey, hey. And then just, like, inject, and then, hey, it's over. A syringe! So it's an injection. I hate you, Doc. Yes, yes. Hate me all you want. Just stay still for me. If you move around, I might lose control of this and it'll hurt even more. Don't say that, they're gonna freak out. Huh? So pipe down, alright? I've always been healthy and I never get sick or anything, so I don't need one of these. It's a vaccine, it's to make you, probably vaccines, to make sure you don't get sick in the future. Something you might catch. You could be healthy now, but what about tomorrow? That's why we're getting you kids immunized. Now here it comes. They're done. You did good, kiddo. Good job. Aw. Oh, you like Kuroba. He's good with kids. You'd be the best if you didn't do this. Make sure to come back for your next checkup. You have parents? Kid gonna come back. They're probably... Yosoga's probably in on it. It's like... Probably enticed him with like some sweet dumplings or something. Next time, don't make it hurt. Thank you very much. Oh, you want me to give you like a sugar cube vaccine? Checkup? Is this? Dr. Kuroba, I'm here. I'm all grown up now, so no more crying for me. Oh, good to hear. Now then, let's start, shall we? Oh, okay, another kid. Kuroba put on his stethoscope and held the round part to the child's chest. He's probably like doing it for free too, for like the kids of Yomi. Oh, here's Camellia. This is why we have Dr. Kuroba here. What? Camellia sudden whispered it in my ear as sudden whisper in my ear came as a shock. Today's a checkup for the kids. You saw how full the main hall was, right? Yes, but why here? There are no licensed doctors in Yomi. Oh my god, that must be terrible. Like if someone gets sick, they just fall into the gutter and die, huh? I couldn't believe what I just heard. I'd never been admitted to the hospital before, but even I knew the importance of having doctors. Even if there were, it would cost so much that no one would be able to afford it. Which is why Dr. Kuroba comes here from time to time to see the kids. On his own, all for free. The kids looked scared, but they all seemed happy and trusting of Kuroba. He was also smiling and laughing with them, which filled my heart with joy. I've never seen such a gentle smile on him before. Oh, our heart is already captured. It's only chapter 1. Is this really the same guy who keeps poking fun at me? He's gonna shoot a shot, man. So how about having Dr. Kuroba as your husband? You'll never be sick again. Wow, you just threw that right in there, okay? Huh? I hurriedly covered my mouth to hold back a scream. Juliet, I haven't seen you in a while.
Yume, thank you for your fine work in delivering letters between Yomi and the surface. I'd also recommend taking Lord Kuroba as your husband. He was most helpful to me when I was being chased by a drunken customer. He also raised my spirits when I despaired over the search for my missing brother. While he may amuse himself at times by teasing people, he's far from ungentlemanly.
I feel like Juliet is speaking to me. It's probably just coming out. Squeak, squeak, squeak. We have Juliet's recommendation here. Your cute eyes are staring straight at me as if trying to tell me something. Oh, and Daifuku's here too.
Juliet is right. I believe Hime and Lord Kuroba would go well together too.
The two mice looked up at me. See, even Daifuku and Juliet agree with me. Now hold on there, Camellia. This is a bit too sudden. I mean, it's really nice to know he helps out like this, but... I took another glance inside. Oh, he's still there with the kid. My mind began to drift off as I watched him play with the children as he did their checkups. A thought popped into my mind. If Kuroba became my husband, and then a father, I guess we would have a happy family. I bet our children would laugh and play like that too, and... What in the world am I thinking? Oh no, you started imagining a whole life with him. Is that like what some people do? They like, someone's like a little nice to them and all of a sudden they just like see a future with them. It's like, what, wait, this is delusions. And then you start falling for them for realsies. That's right. I came to check the letterbox. I'll see you later, Camellia. Huh? You don't need to talk to him. I think he's just about done. I don't want to bother him, so... See you! Oh no, we're embarrassed. Whew. Seeing Dr. Kuroba was quite a surprise. I fled the bathhouse as if escaping a crime. I continued on my way with my mind in a daze. I was thinking impure thoughts. What would Kuroba think? Gonna become the love doctor soon. People are not so simple, you know. He's absolutely right. Masuhana. I'm like already confused. I'm like, there's Matsuhana and then there's Matsuba. I think Matsuhana is the girl with the gray hair and the blue highlights. Matsuba was the pregnant lady? Well, no face, so once again, I just have to give a random voice. Lady Olympia! Ah, perfect timing, Masuhana. I delivered the letter you gave me this morning. Maybe just give her like Melanie's voice or something. Why, thank you very much. I must thank you on behalf of my friend. They mentioned writing a reply, so I'll bring over their letter once it's ready. Is that so? I'm glad. My friend who wrote the letter only recently arrived in Yomi. Alright, is she Matsuba? The friend? Get my NPCs mixed up? Oh, she was of the yellow, but her color traits changed from disease. From disease? I never heard of such a thing. We've heard of, like, Haku, like, destroying limbs. And other limbs. I don't know much about it, so I apologize if I'm mistaken. You told me about your stage performances on the surface. Oh wait, Haku does also, like, destroy your color too, though. They mentioned, like, Byakuya looking so white, like, oh, is she afflicted with Haku because she's so white looking? I have also known your name, and I've heard that your dancing keeps the darkness away. It must be such a wonderfully beautiful sight. Too bad we can't, like, give a performance down here, and they'd probably stop us. Can't believe I can speak to you like this. It's like a dream. Masuhana didn't commit any crime, but she can't go up to the surface. I think, yeah, her only crime is, like, being two-toned, being too many colors. I don't think a permit for her would be approved as quickly as my delivery service, but I want her to see me dance on stage someday. If you'd like, why don't we have some tea? We can invite your friend too. Huh? Masuhana's face suddenly fell. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm being too forward, aren't I? No, not at all. It's just has nothing to do with you. Lady Olympia is just that she's very shy. I see. Well, perhaps another time then. Yes, another time. Something still didn't seem right. Probably best not to bring up her friend again. Well, I better be going then. Please be careful! Naifuku, was I being too pushy? Maybe I should have waited to invite them for tea until after I got to know her better.
From what I heard, it doesn't seem like you were at fault, Hime.
It's pretty scary to know your color can change because of some kind of illness. Maybe I can ask Kuroba about it. I love you. No, wow, we already caught the love sickness. That's fast. In Tokisana's round, it was like agonizingly slow. My embarrassment returned to the moment I brought up his name. I feel like my face is hot. Can I be getting a fever? No, it's probably just the hot weather today. Oh, hi. Hello. Hey, you look all red in the face. Are you off to meet your lover? Don't tell him that you're thinking of him. He'll never let it go. Gasp. I held my breath to keep myself from admitting that I just saw him in Yomi. I saw him doing his work. For some reason, I didn't want him to know I was watching. Not at all. I haven't found a suitable candidate yet. I was just resting since I finished my deliveries. So you were waiting for me. Where did that come from? If I knew you were going to be here, I wouldn't have sat down. Huh? I noticed there was a small stuffed toy hanging from his bag. Like the little keychain looking thing. Those plushy keychains. I never put those on my bag because like they just get dirty, so I just like end up collecting them like forever and like never use them. It looks handmade. Maybe one of the children gave it to him. Can't be bad, the children like him. As I smiled thinking about it, Kuroba stared and closed in on me. Oh, hi. Okay, oh, okay, just sidle up all close. Want me to show you how to trap a man? No, thank you. I bet he was planning on teasing me again as usual. I was like, this is whiplash. Tokisado was just like, it was so hard to get him to open up, and Kuroba's just like pulling her in. Really, I was having such a peaceful break too. Just drop a pretty handkerchief. A gentleman's bound to pick it up. Oh, that's like what noble women would do. I seen those in my otome isekais. They like drop an article and then like have a guy to have an excuse to like return to the lady to like give it back to her, and then that's how they can meet up. I thought I said no thank you. Now, just hear me out. You think, who dropped such a fine handkerchief? And sure enough, you'll look up and see the beautiful Olympia. And if the guy's handsome like yours truly, then you can smile. He's tooting his own horn. You can smile and say, "Why, how thoughtful of you to bring me my precious handkerchief. Can I offer you some tea to repay you?" You should keep your daydreams to yourself. Don't believe me, huh? Men on this island are more timid than you think. Especially since you're like a goddess to them. Yeah, I gotta give credit to the men who actually do shoot the shot. Like, your odds of being turned down are very high, so you just don't want to get too overconfident. Like, you don't want to be overconfident to the point where it's harassment, but yeah, it does take courage to flirt. Mustering the strength to talk to you would be like marching up to the guillotine. I suppose he has a point. Based on the reactions I usually receive, I must be some sort of death machine to them. So you need to lay the trap and give them the opportunity to approach you. Okay, we already have a choice, wow. I will keep that in mind. Alright, correct answer. I'll keep that in mind. Well, see ya. I've got a date. Does he? Or does he have an appointment? Probably does have a medical checkup. Huh? Oh, now she's gonna be like, who's the date? Is gonna start getting jelly. What's wrong with me? An unexplainable emotion was rising inside of me. I don't know how I feel about this round. She's like already catching feelings. It's so fast. Something about Kuroba's words bothered me. Was it sadness? Jealousy? Loneliness? I knew it wasn't happiness, but I had no idea what other emotions it could be. Maybe I'm just tired. I watched Kuroba depart, then I slowly took out a handkerchief from my bag. A single handkerchief couldn't determine my future husband, but I guess it's worth a try. She's gonna do it. Maybe someone really nice will actually pick it up, or maybe Cannon will pick it up. I gave a little thought, then set my handkerchief down on the bench before scuttling away behind a tree. Okay, now you just look suspicious. I hope this works. She's gonna wait. I watched the bench for a few minutes. Not a single person took notice of the handkerchief. Does it have your emblem on it? Maybe placing it on the bench wasn't good enough. Maybe I should have dropped it on the ground. You're like taking his advice to heart too seriously. Kuroba needs to come by and pick it up. I waited a few more minutes. Not a single person even went near the bench. Oh, hi, Hyrie. Hey, white sis. You playing hide and seek, or did you do something bad? Ah! Hi. Here, have a look. The newspaper issue is about you selling like crazy. I'm making lots of money thanks to you. Newspaper. Second newspaper entry. Cannon uses this publication as a means to generate revenue for his research, with articles focusing mainly on entertainment content. Newspaper vendors like Hyrie sell them both on the surface and in Yomi. Okay, kinda already knew that. Really? Why do you look so scared? No, I'm not scared or anything. Oh, he's back. Oh no, he was waiting for her to actually do it. I thought you had a date, sir. My dear lady, did you drop your handkerchief? Huh? It was a plan. It was a plot all along. Here comes Mr. Busybody. Thanks for the purchase. Now if you'll excuse me. As Hyrie began to walk away. Hey Hyrie, you better come for a checkup. Shut up. I'm healthy. Like I listened to anyone who moved up. Hurry up and die from Haku already. That's not nice. The only one left were me, Kuroba, and my handkerchief. Well, this is awkward. He walked towards me and handed it over. Here you go. I took the handkerchief, feeling a strong sense of regret and shame washing over me. Oh, this is cute. He put the idea in her head just so he could, play along with it. I never expected you to really drop a handkerchief. It was just an accident. Aren't you gonna invite me for some tea to thank me? You're playing with me again. You have a date, don't you? Just get going already. I forgot. Came back just to check. Kuroba made his way out of the plaza. Seemed like he really did leave to go on his date. As a date with Akaza, probably. A date? I wonder what people do on dates. I'm absolutely not trying to follow Kuroba. Oh no, she has too much time on her hands. I just want to see what dating is so I can use it to my advantage. He's not actually going to be on a date though. He was just playing with you. Ah, there he is. I hid amongst the shadows to sneak closer to the man in the familiar lab coat. Now you're being weird. Then... Oh. Wait. I recognize this guy, but he never said a word in Tokisada's route. Yeah, he was just he popped out once. He was like Nagusa. He just popped up once in the prologue and then kind of forgot about him. Don't really have any more voices. Ah, Kuroba, sorry to have called you out here. I guess I can voice modulate it, but the voice modulator makes everyone sound like robots. It's fine. His eye! I tried to keep myself from gasping. The person was wearing a metallic plate over his eye. From the looks of it, he seems to be friends with Kuroba. Is it, it's supposed to be an eye patch, right? I mean, it just looks like a face covering that, Hyrie uses, just very ornate. His uniform, it's different from the Kotowari's. Looks like he's of the blue. It's a very, very big coat. Is it not a doctor? It is kind of militaristic, but it could also be just a fancy lab coat. Kuroba was led into a large building nearby. Oh, it's the hospital. Tenshin Hospital. Came here briefly to clean the monument with Tokisada. I think this is the hospital. So, was this not a date? He's having a date with this mysterious, handsome man. It must be work. It didn't seem like they would leave anytime soon. He was teasing me again about the whole date thing. Why is he only kind to the children? He was being kind to you, he was just teasing you. The souls of those on the surface used a death to build the gate for Lord Hiriko. And the souls of those in Yomi we can make the sunshine. Which do you suppose is the greater honor? He can be sweet with the children, but sarcastic with me. He's so unpredictable. Alright, back to the manor. Syringe. Syringe. Oh, we're looking up his work tools. I went back to the manor and immediately went to the parlor to grab a dictionary. You're already obsessed, girl. Here it is. I never knew what it looked like without a picture. I see. So the needle is pushed under the skin so that the medicine can be injected. Sounds painful, but it does seem useful. I've always been healthy, so I've never had a chance to see a stethoscope or a syringe before. I looked down at my body. Come to think of it, I don't feel hot anymore. It must have been nothing. She was of the yellow, but her color traits changed from disease. Ah, I was so preoccupied with the handkerchief thing that I forgot to ask him about Masuhana's friend. Aren't you gonna invite me for some tea to thank me? No, now we have to. We have to have an excuse to talk to him now. That's strange. My face feels hot again. I place my hand on my forehead. You sick girl, you got the love sickness already. I better drink some Iroha flower tea and go to bed early. I can't do my deliveries with a fever. Alright, next chapter is suggestion. Okay, this is a nice... I like this. I already like this route. It's fun. It's enough to heal what happened in the last round. Alright, so we will do that in the next episode. We'll do the next chapter suggestions. Alrighty. Well, I hope you guys are having a fun and relaxing time, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.